Hey guys, I know it's been forever. Well, for you it's been forever. For me, I recorded I think 2 videos and I haven't edited them or done anything of the sort, but we won't talk about that. But I thought that I would bless your Christmas with a crappy low quality video of me doing some SFX looks. Put it right there. Or maybe over here for you guys. I have no idea. But I take pictures of every single one that I do and I put it on Snapchat, and some of the looks that you guys see will not be on Instagram, but they have been on Snapchat and you only have 24 hours to look at them. So just follow me. Be a good time. Won't regret it. I wanted to do another Christmas look, and speaking of Christmas, I don't think that this Goodwill special deal Liz Claiborne 80s sweater is very Christmassy, so I'm gonna go fix that in 3, 2, 1, poop. Beautiful. It says follow la llama and it's got a llama on it. You wish you had this. So I'm gonna time lapse everything because I know it must be really boring for you guys, but I'm gonna show you what you need first. So what I use is I use a mannequin head. This is styrofoam and I just found it at AC Moore for $5, and it's what I use for the candle, and I placed it here and then I did everything on this and then peeled it off and put it on my face. Works great. I wouldn't make hot glue prosthetics on this though. I haven't tried it yet. I may or may not in the future, but I don't know. And so you can use one of these, or you can just do everything on your face, which you could try. And then I got my big box of SFX stuff on the camera. So, for this one, I'm thinking we're gonna do a Christmas tree branch in the eye. So, I just found this. It was on one of my mom's Christmas decorations, and it fell off of the back. So, I'm just gonna use this because. Well, I'm gonna have to cut this. You don't want to like actually stab yourself in the eye. That'd be awkward. Let's see. You're gonna need a cup, disposable or not, doesn't matter. Some brushes. Recommend some Vaseline. You know, because lube. Obviously, you're gonna need liquid latex. This is the holy grail of SFX. And then I have a crap ton of paints and whatnot. It is 7:52 in the morning and I'm all alone in my house except my brother's sleeping, and so yeah, let's do it. Voiceover time. Let's get it. It's gonna be lit. So what I'm doing is I'm pouring some liquid latex into a cup. Again, doesn't matter if it's disposable or not. Whatever. You do you. Do I care? No. This is when I realized that this branch was metal and I couldn't cut it. No way. Hold up. There's a big. I got the stick part off. This is all metal, so I don't know how I'm gonna just cut right at the branch. is gonna be so messy. And the inside's also metal. What is lying? But guess who got it cut anyway? I did. My room was an absolute mess because of it afterwards. Don't recommend it. Now you want to measure out your branch first before you actually stick it on your face. Make sure it's not heavy, make sure it's all balanced out exactly how you want it. Bada bing, bada boom. Here I cut it once more to see. Get you a wonder wedge or just a wedge. Cotton balls and latex make up the world in SFX industry. Well, for me. So you're going to take your mannequin head, take your lube, or Vaseline, same thing, and just go to town. You really want to layer it on, and really go outside of the area that you know that you're going to be putting latex on, because when you peel it off, the Vaseline is what's going to help it not stick to the styrofoam and take the styrofoam with it. So here I'm just laying it down on liquid latex to see where I want it to go. And then you'll wrap cotton around it. Be sure to spread it out and make it as jagged as possible. Make it look like a Christmas tree in snow. That's what I kind of thought it looked like after. But yeah, just kind of, so you want to put on as little latex as possible before cotton. Put on some cotton and, you know, the right amount that you know you're gonna want to use, and then really go to town with the latex on top of it. You want to soak it, drench it. I would say like New York City. I'm trying to come up with metaphors to be funny, but I can't. And so one thing that I found was really helpful in this look was smoothing it out with a palette knife, with your finger, anything, just to smooth it out. And this is another thing, while you should use Vaseline outside of the area that you know you're going to be working around, is because if you're smoothing it out, latex will stick to the mannequin, and then it won't be clean for your next look that you want to do. Because SFX is love, SFX is life. So, again, slather on that cotton and latex like it's paper mache and it's middle school. Because it is middle school for me. But yeah, for me, I did the branch. You could tell it's going inwards because of the arrow look, and I know that that ending that is sticking out of the eye is supposed to go towards the tree, but I feel like it looks better that way. Plus it gave me a bigger platform to really work with around my eye, instead of in the long run it just being an arrow that won't balance. So you really want to think ahead of time of your placement and how it will be placed. So just continue to do this until it sticks and stands by itself, and then reinforce it even more just so it looks okay, and when you peel it off it won't just be a thin layer like paper. So really, again, go to town. I know I keep saying it, but it's so important if you're going to redo this look, which is fine with me. Just tag me in the pictures. Right here, the latex is all over my fingers, and sometimes in the middle you just gotta take a second and rub off the latex, and that's perfectly fine as long as you're not allergic and don't get a rash. So don't use latex if you're allergic, that's stupid. Now that we have finished making the actual prosthetic, and luckily that we've lubed up and put Vaseline all over it, we will be able to peel it off when it's dry. And speaking of drying, watch a bunch of holiday movies while it dries. Shouldn't take that long considering how light the branch was and how minimal cotton and latex we needed to use. So you should be fine. I recommend Love Actually. That's a good one. Just little kids or overprotected children, don't watch it. Or you could just listen to holiday music. That's a good one. I might do that. I'll probably do that. Yeah. It's an ad. Speaking of YouTube ads, I turned mine off for my channel, so, cause I don't get paid, so you're welcome.
The barefoot king composing hallelujah.
Rest in peace, bro. Wham is the best. Okay. I don't know this song. Yes, I do.
It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe.
How do you do? Duh.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go.
Hop along, boots and a pistol that chooses the wish of Bonnie and Ben. It's the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. I can't. Last Christmas. I don't know the word. Oh, did you hear my phone? Jacksepticeye just posted a video. Merry Christmas, everyone. No, he goes like, Happy birthday. I can't. You know what I'm talking about. You know you do.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Let it snow, when we find.
So, now that our beautiful baby is dry, well, mostly dry, it still has a few wet places, but it's okay because when we're gonna apply it, it still has time to like move around and dry. So what I'm gonna do is you just want to find some edge that's like really weird and just like start rubbing it until
something starts to peel up. Like a really loose edge for this stringy cotton. See that one here? Sorry, it's starting to come up. And then this kind of works best if you have some translucent powder.
and this stuff is really thick, and everything I get is from a drugstore or something like that, so you can get this too. I don't recommend this type of translucent powder though, because it's more like a foundation powder, which is not what you want, but you kind of want to powder the whole thing. So, you know, it peels off really easy. Now what I'm going to do is, since it has a thing on the bottom, we don't want that. Perfect. What the heck? Maddie Spam just posted a video. Maddie Spam just posted a video. Snapchat from Maddie. Turn off my ringer. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put latex on this just to seal it together, and then I'm gonna put a small layer of cotton. So then not only will it dry, but it will also be sturdier, and yeah. And you're gonna always like test it on your eye first. You're like, this is perfect. But it's the branches are really like throwing me off because, you know, I don't want a branch in my eye. I don't know about you guys, but personal preference. I think it's pretty self-evident you know what I'm doing, considering I literally just spent like a whole minute telling you what I'm gonna do. So here you go. I'm doing it. See, I'm not a liar. You can trust me, right? No, don't trust me. See, now we have the bottom covered up, and it's perfectly fine that there are still some holes. It doesn't have to be perfectly even, and we definitely don't want it super heavy whenever we're doing it. Stick it on our face! John Cena! Da, 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 da. So, I'm excited. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. So now that our branch, the bottom is dry, the corners are still wet, but that's fine, they're gonna get wet again. We're good to go. It's time to actually put it on our face, which is probably the most stressful, painful, and fun part. And then it's also probably the most creative, because that's the time, if you're doing it exactly how I'm doing it, that's the time for painting. Yeah! So, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like this. Warning! Whoa, it's already on my face. That's not the warning. Warning. If you have, the reason, like, usually I would just make it wet if it was gonna be on the cheek or something. Oh, that looks cool too. But since I want to do it in the eye, you really want to wait for this to be dry, because if it's still wet, latex has very strong ammonia and it's gonna burn your eyes. And with the candle, I started crying because I didn't wait for it to dry fully, and it really hurt. And then also the cage thingy over my eyes, that burned so much, and I had to put wet latex, like dripping wet. I couldn't do it over a mannequin head because I didn't have it at the time. So please, I'm just warning you, so now if it does happen to you, you can't sue me. So right now I'm putting Vaseline on my eyebrows, and I know that may be really weird, but you don't want to get all your real eyebrow hairs out if you still have real eyebrows like me. But it actually, just kind of like the mannequin head, it stops it from pulling out all the hairs, and it stops it from sticking in general, so then whenever you take it off, you don't have eyebrow cancer. And so I just put a thin layer of latex around the edges of it and just stuck that to my face, smoothing it out. And right here you can see me adding another layer on top, so then it kind of sandwiches our prosthetic and really glues it to your face. You know, you really want that glue just stuck to your face. Yeah. This may seem like a lot of cotton and latex, but you really want to reinforce it because when it was on my face it really felt floppy and I felt like it was just going to fall off like midway. So I decided to go back in with some more cotton and latex directly on my face. I don't know what that was, but so then it really held together and reinforced it so then it wouldn't be all floppy and not so sticky, if you know what I'm saying. And if you ever find yourself in a position where you can't get the cotton and latex to stick directly on your face, because sometimes the cotton's hard to work with, just drench the cotton in the latex and then roll it in your fingers. That works too. Because we have literally spent so much time letting it dry and so much time just working on it in general, it's fine to just jump right into painting now that it's on my face. And speaking of time, it is 9:47 and we started at 7. I don't know. Go watch the beginning of the video. Let's paint. For this look, I am starting off with a foundation brush, cleaning it off on my arm, using a brown, green, ugly thing, puke green, and I'm just gonna do that all over because you really want a base coat, so then if any of the later layers of color kind of wash off, then you'll see that icky, infected brown color. And I didn't want to use foundation, although you could, because number one, I wasn't wearing any foundation on the rest of my face, so it would just look really weird. And then two, you're gonna go over it anyway, so what's the point? Here I'm just using red to do the same thing. That was my Xbox telling me to listen to Christmas music, and what did I do? Listen to Christmas music. Oh yeah, get it, but copyright issues, so I'm not really gonna show it to you guys, so I turned it down. But you can hear me singing stuff. I don't want to. There is just one thing I need. That song is so overplayed, but yeah, it's a good song. My girl Mariah. So here I'm just going in with red to make sure that like it looks infected even more, and then you go in with some purple to get that bruising kind of color in. And I really did a light wash of purple, and then again I used a drugstore thing, so it was really light wash in the first place. And these are just cream paints, so you can find these anywhere, really, it doesn't matter. And you'll see me lifting up the branch, and I kind of wish that I didn't do that, but you have to sometimes just to get it everywhere. Here I'm using a black brush that I had that had like black paint on it before, and I just rubbed it off on my arm because I still wanted that black on it instead of running it under the sink. So I dipped it in the purple and then defined a lot of the textures that you see in the latex and rubbed it out so then they look smoother, and then it really sells the illusion of like an eyeball being infected and having all these weird crevices in the skin and whatnot. So do that. Okay. Definitely. So now that it's got the basic paint on it, I'm gonna use this spray blood. Got it at Walgreens for like $1, and it sucks. It's really bad.
See how it gives like that rashy look?
So I'm gonna stop with that because I hate that so much. And then you really want to get a good shoveling tool kind of thing, got this one online for like $6. A whole pack of them, and we're gonna use Midnight Scab Blood, the best. So good. And you're just gonna get few clumps and just go crazy. Okay, but for real though, you guys have no idea how much I love Scab Blood. It's great. It's so good. I love it. It's so perfect, and it's like great. That pencil on the eye thing that I did, kind of similar to this. The Scab Blood on it is still wet, so you know it really lasts a long time. And here you'll see me go on the branch because you know it's not gonna go through your eye and not be bloody. Duh. And if you do have any drippy blood, all I have is this zombie, oh that's cream paint, where is it? Right here. I only have this zombie blood, and it's basically like chocolate, it's just brown. I mean, I can use it.
But if you have any like runny red blood that isn't like scab or thick paste, I would totally do that.
Did you guys know that Henry, my brother, used all of my runny blood, and I really want to kill him so then I can have some more runny blood? That's what I want for Christmas this year, is a lot of liquid blood, because oh my god, you'll see what I have to use later on in the video, and I don't really like that stuff necessarily, and I hate that spray blood, so anything for that is a good substitute at this point. Like, I don't know. Just look how brown it is. It's not even like blood. It's like chocolate syrup. I know I said that before, but that's like the best way to describe it. And it's zombie blood, so it's supposed to be aged and like that, but I don't know. For this, it kind of worked though because everything was kind of dark tones, so I'll let it slide once. I mean, gosh. But come on, really? I don't know what else to say. I'm just so happy, and I love this sweater. I don't know where that came from, but yay! Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you whenever. Okay, bye.